This is Angela Grayson from the Loving Life Fitness podcast to help others in their fitness journey. All possible.
It's time to wake up. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. This is Angela Grayson from the Loving Life Fitness podcast. I record sessions with professionals and ordinary people just like you to talk about their fitness journey or anything that they might want to talk about in the field of health and fitness to help others live their best life. And today we have with us Raymond Hall, who is a fitness entrepreneur. He's got so much to talk about in his life, in his past, and his present, and his future that I just can't wait to have you hear it all. So, hi, Raymond. How are you today?
Hi, Angela. I'm really doing well. And you?
Good. I'm so happy that you've accepted to be on my show, because you are really lighting a fire here at Flagler Beach, Florida. And I just find it so intriguing and exciting. And I know that our local listeners really need to hear what you've got to say. And people who live far away, I'm sure they'll have a takeaway from all of this. So Raymond, go ahead and start with your past. Where do you come from? Go ahead.
As you can see, I don't have the typical Floridian accent. So I'm originally from Montreal, Canada, and I used to live in Quebec, which is a province. It's kind of a state here in the U.S. So Quebec is the French part of Canada. So this is why I speak more French than English. But since we arrived here 2 years ago, now we've been speaking more English than French. So we're learning, not learning, but we're talking a different language, learning also a new culture, new weather, because where we're from, there's no beach. There's beaches of snow, and it's cold, but it's also really beautiful. But yes, I love it here. It's really nice to be able to enjoy this weather, the sun, the beach, and also the nice people here in Flagler Beach.
That's beautiful. So I see you have quite an education behind you. Tell us about your education in health and fitness.
I have different type of experience in different fields, but while I studied in kinesiology in the University of Montreal, and then also I had the chance to pursue communication, publicity, and marketing. At that time, I wasn't aware that it was going to be useful for what I'm doing today. For some years also, I worked in the financial industry. So it's really totally different from what I've learned at school from my kinesiology background. And one day I just decided to focus on myself, focus on what's been driving me for the last years. I used to be also a football athlete at the college level. So one day I just decided to bet on me and to follow my passion, but also in a smart way to be able to build a business around that. So this is when I started a personal home training business. And from this day, my fitness entrepreneurial adventure began. And I started to help people one-to-one, group training with their nutrition, with their fitness. And with that, I was able to start to build a business helping people also.
Fantastic. How long ago did you start that?
I started in 2014. So 2014 was a big year for me because at that time I was working at a marketing agency. I didn't knew it, but it was going to be my last job ever. And really unfortunate event happened to me, but it was the best. I would say it was the best thing looking backwards for me, because a chapter of my life closed, but a new one opens for me. I got fired from a job. And I remember the feeling of being helpless, of feeling like that I didn't have any control over my life. That's one of the worst feelings that someone can have. And also at that time, I had huge financial problems. I had a lot of debts. So one day I just decided, instead of going back on the market to find a job, I was like, what could I do now with what I have, with all the knowledge I have, with all my resources? How can I help someone? But how can I help myself also? So I just started to think about what I could do. I was looking to maybe be a personal trainer in a regular gym, but I didn't know that I had to pay a rent, and that rent was way over the rent that I was paying for my apartment at that time. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna choose that route. What could I do? How could I treat people without being in the gym? So just by asking the question, I answered myself. So I started to work people in their backyard, in the park, in their houses, and I started to build a service around that. And that led me to do some group trainings also to build a community, build a team of people helping people.
Yeah, you just said some powerful words. How can I help others and help myself too?
Yeah.
And when you put that kind of drive behind what you want to do or what you're trying to figure out what you want to do, isn't it amazing how it just comes to you naturally?
Yeah, and sometimes what I realize also is that our answers are not that far away from us. It's just that sometimes we're so caught up in our problems, in our sometimes we think they're problems, but also I would say that they're more gifts, but it's all a matter of perspective. And when you take some time to pull yourself back from your situation, from your life, now you can see another perspective, and you can already find some solutions to the problems you have. It's really about to have an open mind and realize that sometimes life is gonna put on your path some obstacles that you have to go through in order to be the person you need to be.
Did you have any mentors that inspired you when you were at this point in your life, from being fired to trying to figure out what's next?
Yeah, really interesting. So I had a life coach that really helped me to literally change my life, change my mindset. It's so weird because when I met this guy, I didn't knew that he was going to be my life coach. When I approached him, it was about discussing some ideas because at that time I wanted to write a book. We started to talk, and I think our first meeting like lasted maybe 3 hours. And I started to talk to him about my situation, about what I was going through, and he started to help me. And the way I was talking at that time, he started to see some bad patterns that I had towards myself. And he asked me one simple question. He told me that, what just happened to you, Ray, it's maybe the greatest thing that happened to you, but it's really a choice for you to take that as a gift or to take that as a curse. So are you going to repeat the same things by looking for another job over and over again and repeat the same situation over and over again? Or are you going to do something for you, to build something at your image and to really starting to help people with what you already have? And when he asked me that question, I was a little shocked and confused, but I had the intention of finding an answer. And this is what happened, I would say, maybe 2 to 3 weeks after, while I was going a lot of financial stress in my life. He told me, you rather have some more financial stress for maybe a month and a half, than being financial comfortable, but not happy for your life, for the rest of your life. And it was really hard to understand that concept at that time. But now looking backward, he was totally right.
Yeah, it sounds like you got some great advice there.
Yeah.
Do you still stay in contact with that life coach that helped you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stay in contact. He's in Canada. We talk here and there, but yeah, great friend, great mentor.
Yeah. Well, you have a background in education that really seemed to have led you in the right direction because you've become extremely successful in Canada and now you've set up shop here in Florida, and I see the fast pace that you're moving at. So you must be doing something right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you said helping others to inspire and help others.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Everyone, I think personally that everyone has the power to impact others. But the thing is, in the society we're living in right now, we're so caught up with titles, with being in the box, with education, with school, with the degree, with certification, with paper and stuff like that. That sometimes the most qualified person is maybe not going to be the most helpful person. And sometimes the less qualified person on paper will be the most skilled to help others. So what I like about what I'm doing is that, let's say in the area of fitness and nutrition, I can help someone to become their better version physically by feeling comfortable in their skin, by improving their energy, their eating habits, their lifestyle, by reaching a weight loss goal, if that's what they want to reach. But after that, I can help them to show other people how to do the same. And this is my opinion, but I don't think that you need to go necessarily to school to do that, to help other people, just to influence them to start something better for them. So this is what I like about what I do, and it's really outside of the box. But it works because I've been doing this for the last 7 years. And even if now I'm here in Florida, I'm still in contact with my team in Canada. We talk like every day in different conversation we have on Facebook. And I'm really proud of them because a lot of them became their own leader, their own way. And now they're empowering other people. And sometimes I'm feeling useless because they don't need me. But if they don't need me, it's that something good happened. They became their own boss, their own leader.
Yes. And that's what we wanted to do. We want to help people become successful at what they're doing so they can do it on their own. And when they do call you, when you do see them, you can talk about other things, right? Because they're doing fine. Yeah. And I've seen a picture. You showed me a picture of your team. And my goodness, how many people are on your team?
I would say they weren't even all on that picture, but I would say easily something around 500 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've helped that many people, and now they're all helping others.
Yeah, exactly. I helped some of them, and after that, those other ones starting to help other people and other people and other people. And basically, this is exactly what I'm recreating with my wife and other friends, the same type of impact and community that we've been doing in Canada. And we were like, now that we're here, we have access to a beach. Let's just start from scratch and start doing the same thing that we've been doing for the last 7 years.
Talk a little bit about how you get people to talk about and work on it and reach their goals. Maybe you have a couple of success stories that really inspire you to keep on going that you can share with us.
First of all, it's always about, I think, to be able to help someone in the better way. It's to size the type of personality you're dealing with, because as we know, not everyone is the same. So you can't coach or help people the same way because it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. And second of all, which is also one of the most important points, it's to validate the why on that person, because we all have different type of whys. Some people, let's say, if they have a physical goal, they just want to feel comfortable in their skin. That's good. Others, they want to be a role model for their kids. That's good also. Some of them, it's really related to their life, because if they don't change their lifestyle, their doctors is not giving them more than 10 to 15 years. And they want to be able to see their kids growing up, building their family and stuff like that. So that's another why for those people. So it's really about identifying what's driving people. And after that, it's to give them the tools they need, to be honest with them, not to always tell them what they need to hear, to hold them accountable in a good way. So it's like, it's a hard balance with not being too hard, but not being too kind also.
The truth has to be said.
Yes, the truth has to be said 100%, but always in the respectful and good way. So they're not going to feel guilty or bad about themselves because you don't want to create that, but just to, so that the person can reflect. So let's say I have a client that's like, Ray, you're not going to stop me, but I'm going to eat this, I'm going to drink this, and I'm going to do this. My approach is not going to be mad at that person because it's not going to help me and it's not going to help them. It's not my results, it's their results, it's their why. But I'm going to tell them, I have no problem with you doing that, but do you think it's going to bring you back closer to your goal or more further of your goal? If you feel that it's going to bring you closer to your goal, do it. I prefer people to start reflecting about what they need to do so that they take their own decision and it really comes from them.
Yeah, the psychological aspect of reaching your goals is a huge thing. And being able to say the right things to get them thinking in a way that will help them even when you're not there, because they remember what Ray said to them and they can make better decisions on their day-to-day decisions for eating, for drinking, for exercising and getting things done. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you take a nice round approach with your clients that sign up for training. You do the whole plan. You do the meal planning, you do the exercise routines. Do you also work with them one-on-one or not?
Not on the physical part. On the nutrition part, yes, one-on-one. On the physical part, I really prefer to do group trainings because I have the feeling that I can help more people in an hour than doing one-on-one, because one-on-one, you have a maximum capacity of helping, let's say, 15 people per day if you're having back-to-back clients, or I can help 15 people in an hour or 30 or 50 or 55. And with our beach workout that we started this year in February, the goal is to one day have 150 to 200 people on the beach on a Saturday morning. That would be awesome to be able to help that amount of people at the same time in 1 hour. And people attract people. So I think that the more people you're able to help during the same time, it's going to attract other people that kind of have the same mindset and that want to also be in a place that where they can evolve and change.
Yeah, so to my listeners, you all need to come out on Saturday morning at the corner. Well, it's not, it's a corner, A1A and North 7th Street. Yep. Right there on the beach, and Ray is out there with Jesse's out there, right? And her husband, what is his name?
Brent.
And
my wife, Emily.
Emily, yes. Yeah. And wow, the crowd is growing. I haven't been there yet, but I've seen the pictures on Facebook, and it looks amazing. I do want to come out one morning and be out there with all of you. Just the energy of being on the beach with so many people doing circuit training is what it looks like, correct?
Yeah, it's circuit training, but we don't always do the same type of workouts one Saturday to the other. But the main concept is it's adapted for everyone. Mm-hmm. It's free, so there's no excuses. It's adapted for every fitness level, and our goal is not to kill anyone in a boot camp. It's really more to empower people and to make them realize that they can do it. Mm-hmm. So it's really about, yes, challenging them, but also, especially if it's your first workout, to make them go at their own pace so that at the end of the workout, they feel good about themselves, they're proud of themselves, and they're like, you know what, I was able to finish it So, okay, now I'm going to start to coming back every week. So they can start building on that. And by doing that, they can start having gain a certain momentum. And when you start moving, like, let's say when you come back from a workout, you arrive back home. Now you want to clean your home. You want to do this, you want to do that. And now you want to start eating better. So it's really to start a fire to change your lifestyle. So this is really what we're trying to accomplish.
Yes, lifestyle changes are everything. It's not something we want to do temporarily. When it comes to working out, when it comes to eating better, you want to make those lifestyle changes a little at a time so that you can become a healthy, happier person and live a better life. Definitely. Yeah. And to see all the different levels of fitness of the people that are enjoying your workouts on Saturday mornings is amazing. I even saw there that you had a mom with a baby and she was lifting her baby up and down. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, exactly. And even the kids, sometimes they work out together. So they take a little piece of the beach there and they do their own workout. So that's cool for them also.
Oh, that is neat. I like that. Yeah, kids need to learn very young about fitness and how fun it can be. Yeah, it's not something that we have to do and make ourselves crazy over. It can be fun too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So also right there on the corner of North 7th Street and A1A is the business that you and your wife just opened, Beachfront Nutrition.
Yes.
Yeah, it's what a beautiful location you have. You're so lucky to have come into that. Let's talk a little bit about your business there that you've started.
Basically, it's before it was totally empty. So everything was on concrete. We had to do the whole build out from A to Z. So literally the place was leased since December 2022, and we opened in September 2023. So we had a lot of challenges, the build out with the contractors, with delays, permits, but finally we were able to make it for September. And luckily, since February, we started to give the beach workouts. So we were able to start to build a community for the opening of the smoothie bar. So that really, really helped. So as soon as we opened, we already had an influx of people that were coming in to get their smoothies, their teas or waffles or stuff like that. So that really helped, and it really created a vibe. So now we're in our second month, and it's going really well. Every time my wife and we come to the shop, we don't even feel like we're working because we're right in front of the ocean. So it's really nice. We get to see the sunrise every morning, so you can't complain.
It's a beautiful location. Yes, it does. Yeah, so people can do their workout on the beach and then walk right across the street, and there you guys are with these healthy, delicious, nutritional drinks, and now you're adding some food to your menu. That's great. Yeah, all healthy options depending on what you're looking for on that day. But definitely worthwhile to go and check it out. Also, I was just there at your place the other night. You had an informative meeting. This is something new that you're starting. Let's tell our people about that.
Yeah, so every month we're gonna host an event. So we hosted one last Tuesday. So we were talking about basic things about nutrition, because like myths and facts about nutrition and fitness, because people still think, let's say, for example, you need to eat only salad to lose weight. Totally false. I need to do cardio if I want to lose weight. Only cardio. Totally false. You need to lift weights also. So it was really interesting to give some knowledge about those points to the people that were here last Tuesday. It was a nice event. We were like 15 on not on the beach, but in the shop. So it was a really great vibe. People got to meet and mingle together. We also had a little tasting of some of our recipes. So it was really nice. The next one is going to be, I would say, around the same day in November. So we're gonna do one like that every month. In our next one, we're going to speak about how to read a food label, because a lot of us, we go to the grocery and we think that this or that is healthy, but sometimes it's not totally healthy. So we're going to give some knowledge to people about what's the best way to read a food label, so they're going to be well informed about what they buy at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. So people can go on your Facebook page for Beachfront Nutrition, and you'll be making announcements there about when the informative meetings are, correct?
Exactly. Beachfront Nutrition on Facebook and also on Instagram.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Very good. And those meetings are free information that people can come out and gain knowledge and meet others who are like-minded about getting healthy and meeting their fitness goals, whatever they might be, whether it's for losing weight, sport, health, better health, because your doctor told you you better start working out or else. So whatever the goals are. The other night you also mentioned, or you all were talking about digestion issues and how important they are when it comes to when you're trying to get healthy. And we have signs, with our digestion that are our body's trying to talk to us and tell us things that are not right. And we don't always listen. Instead, we're trying to get a fast fix through medication, over-the-counter drugs to try to fix problems instead of listening to the body and trying to make changes. And that's also something that people can come to you all and talk about, sometimes embarrassing digestion issues, but we got to talk about it and try to find answers so that we can get on a healthy track. I thought that conversation was really interesting on Tuesday night too.
Yeah, exactly. Because people, let's say 80% of the population has a weight loss goal, but a lot of them go straight to weight loss, but they don't even think about digestion. And a weight loss always starts with your digestion. And a lot of people have digestion problem, but they're sometimes not even aware of it. So it's a really important issue to look at a get-go when we start a meal plan, when we start a weight loss process, because everything starts with also our digestion. So we help people with that, with their energy, with their eating habits, with their exercise habits also. So it's really, like we said the other night, it's really about buying a new lifestyle.
When it comes to digestion, also not only about losing weight, but also gaining weight. Some people are trying to gain weight and they can't gain weight because of different digestive issues.
Yeah, exactly.
So talking about these things, whether it's, with your doctor or with your coach, so important to try to get the body on the right track so that you can meet your goals. All right. So you're also going to offer different classes on the beach besides Saturday morning. Tell us about those.
Yes, we're starting some conditioning classes on Tuesday and Thursday at noon. So we thought that it could be good to just implement new slots for people, because not everyone is available on a Saturday morning. A lot of people are working at that time. So we thought about putting out something together. We're going to have also November the 1st a dance Latin class on the beach at 6:30. So and it's going to be nice because people are going to be able to have glowing bracelets on the beach. So it's going to create a nice vibe, even if the sun will come down. Yeah, it's just to try to put some different things at different moments of the week and the day so that we can reach as many people as possible.
Sounds like fun, a dance class on the beach. And it doesn't matter if you don't know how to dance, just come out and move, right?
No, exactly. Because you know what? Not everyone likes to work out, but some people like to swim, others like to jog, others like to walk, others like to dance. And dancing is really great because you get to move, you break a good sweat, yeah, we're trying to do something about that also with dancing.
Fun. Absolutely. And what about the bridge walks?
Yes, the bridge walk. So we have morning walks on the Monday morning at 6:30, and also on Wednesday morning 6:30. People usually they go, they walk, they meet up at the bridge, and then after they come right back at the shop. That's really interesting. So if there's other people that want to join the walk, they could just simply write to the page of Beachfront Nutrition, either on Facebook or Instagram, and they're going to have more details about how to join those walks.
Awesome. Yeah. That bridge can be a challenge
Yeah.
on a bicycle too.
Yeah. Especially on the bicycle.
Yeah. Yeah. So sports. You were a football coach. I also have seen you boxing on
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sport, not only sport you being involved in, but also how great sports are for activity and something fun to do.
Yeah, sports are so great. They helped me a lot because when I was in school, let's say when I was in high school, I played basketball, and then late in my high school process, I started to play football. But it really gave me like kind of a purpose to pursue school because, as you know, a lot of kids, yes, we go to school, but it can get really boring fast, and especially if you don't exactly know what you're going to do after school. And I was one of those kids, so I was good at school, but I didn't know what I was going to do. But when I got into football, I was like, okay, how can I still play football after high school? Well, you have to do this, you have to do that. Okay, well, I want to play at the college level. Okay, cool. So you still have to maintain good grades, and you're going to be able to go play the college. Okay, go. I'm good. I'm going to play the college. So by going to college, I'm going to still need to study different things and learn different things. And it really, really helped me not only with school, but also with discipline, with how to deal with the competition, with self-confidence. It gave me also great training habits. Yeah, I would say I recommend everyone that can play a team sport or individual sport to do it because it's one of my greatest asset that I had the chance to develop when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have to stop. Even as we get older, it doesn't have to be the same kind of sport. It can be something different. I know right
Yeah.
now, pickleball is up and coming. Everybody wants to play pickleball.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there having fun with that had quit playing sports for so long, So just find a passion, something that you enjoy, and get out there and do it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And bring your friends with you because that's so important to get your tribe, get your people, and have fun together. The beach workouts, bring your friends, and why not? It's helping your friends get healthier too, and also being accountable for each other, being there
Yes.
for each other, right?
Yes. Because with your friends, you can go to the movie theater, you can go to the bar, you can go to the restaurant, and it's all fine. But why don't we go work out together also?
That
Could be right. Could be different. And also, if you're doing it with your friend, you're not doing it alone. If all of your friends are going to work out, you have more chances also you of going to work out. And after that, you can go have a brunch somewhere together. So it makes really nice activities and not always about eating and drinking and doing this and doing that. Now we're taking care of ourselves together. So I think that it could be a good group habit. And if you're doing it with your friends, well, you're going to be more accountable to each other. You're going to start having the same passions and interests also.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing. So do you find that women enjoy working out more with other women and men work out either with other men or on their own? What do you think about that?
That's a really good question. I think that a lot of women prefer to work out together than alone. Of course, there's always people that prefer to do their own things alone, but in Canada and even here in Florida, it's the same. It's the same thing. If you look at the group workout, you're always gonna see, I would say, 90% women, 10% men, and sometimes not even, because I don't know, women like to do things together, and it's more easier for them. Men like to work out. They like to work out alone or with some friends. The thing is, men don't like group workout. Men like to perform in general. They like to do a sport. So let's say play basketball. They like to do their own thing. And I think for a lot of them, they don't like to do the same thing that women are doing. So this is why I think the group workout, you're not you're not gonna see a lot of guys, but still some of them are coming and they're doing great. And the workouts that we're doing are either for boys or girls. I think it's like that everywhere. And but it's okay. And also I think that women have it's easier for them to ask for help, whether men, they want to do their things along their own way. And sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's not good, because some of them need help, but they're trying so hard to do everything by themselves that they end up not getting any results.
I think it would be a really good idea to have an informative meeting for men,
Yes.
because I see most men, they have one kind of workout. It's either lifting weights, strength training, or strictly cardio.
Yeah.
Strictly playing tennis or playing basketball or just running. And we need a round workout schedule. We can't do the same thing all the time, because that's how injuries happen if the body isn't being balanced out. And I don't know, men, they seem like, they just don't want to be told what to do. They're stubborn.
Well, they're gonna listen. The thing is men, they're gonna listen to someone that has authority in their field. So let's say a guy is doing strength training, so he's gonna listen maybe to a top strength training coach or an influencer, or he's gonna follow an influencer and do what they're doing. But yeah, usually it's like that. And some of them, they're just gonna do their own thing, their own way. So
It's important that we're all moving in some kind of way. Yeah,
sure.
it just bothers me, as a trainer myself, to see people working out so hard at just one thing, and then later on down the road, there's injuries because of it, because it's not they're not working their entire body the way it needs to be worked. How fun would it be to have an informative meeting for men? The wives might have to and girlfriends might have to drag them there, but
Exactly.
it's like, who's going to tell me what to do?
I'd rather tell them what to do. It's more about giving them the choice.
Yes.
Sometimes it's more about giving the choice, and they choose what they want to do. But
Yes.
now they have better knowledge, better options, and tips and tools.
Yeah, you had spoken a little bit one time about maybe having a men's workout group there on
Yeah.
Sunday mornings. Are you still considering that?
I'm still considering it. It's just to find, I would say, the right time, but also to see if there's really a demand for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sundays are church day. I think there's a service around 8 o'clock in the morning and another one at 10. So it's really to find the right time. But so far I've talked to few men that are coming at the Beachfront Nutrition. I spoke to them about that, and they were all like, "Yeah, sure, it could be nice," but I haven't really felt big demand for now around that. So I'm just letting it as still for now. But yeah, it could be nice.
Okay, so any of you guys out there who are listening that would enjoy a men's workout group, yeah, go see Ray at Beachfront Nutrition, and or contact him through Facebook, and he'd love to hear from you. Yeah,
Sure.
bring your friends. Get your friends to come too, right? Instead of going to Hooligans, go to Beachfront Nutrition. Okay. So, Ray, tell me, what's in the future for you? Do you have any plans?
Right now, it's really on focusing to have the best day every day, to give the best service possible to the customers that are coming, and to also have conversation with them. Talk to people. It's really about getting to meet new people, having fun, getting ready for next summer because I know it's gonna be crazy next summer. Yeah, it's really simple. Usually, I'm really the type of guy that is like planning a lot of things ahead, but now I don't know why. Maybe it's the beach that's doing that to me, but I really have a day-to-day approach, and I feel like every day I'm gonna meet someone special. So yeah, I don't have any plans except being there every day, having fun, meeting new people, helping new
Yeah.
people, and changing 1% at a time.
Yes. Well, I know that you've brought value into my life. I'm so glad that we got to meet.
Yeah.
So here you are on my podcast, and a lot of local people listen. So you're going to be meeting quite a few more people from the area, and who knows, maybe somebody will come and visit Flagler Beach after listening to our podcast and come visit you. Yeah, that would be
nice.
cool. One more question for you. So I always ask my guests to please give a goal for our listeners to try to reach so that they can live their best life.
First of all, my first one would be to write on a sheet what's important for them. So what they want to achieve and why, especially why they want to achieve it, because your why is going to fuel all the things you have to do in order to reach your goal. And the second thing I would say is not to keep them for themselves, but to talk about it maybe to their wife or their husband or a good friend, so that person can keep them accountable. And ask for help. Ask for help. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. And really important to go one step at a time. It's better to start slow than trying to do everything at the same time when they're beginning, because the best way to ruin the momentum is really to try to do too much at the same time at first. So it's really to start one thing after the other, implementing one thing after the other. This is going to build a better chance to gain momentum and develop solid habits and build the success.
I love that. That's wonderful. And that doesn't always have to be, only have to be, I should say, the physical aspect of getting healthy, but also in everything we do in life.
Exactly.
Yes. Very good. You just came up with that off the top of your head. Wow. I'm impressed. Well, Ray, thank you so much for being on the show. It was so nice talking to you and learning so much about you. Keep on getting those people in Flagler Beach healthy. We're going to be the healthiest city in the state of Florida.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Angela Grayson from the Loving Life Fitness podcast. To help others in their fitness journey. All possible.
It's time to wake up.